behind glow sticks.
Yeah.
Maybe when it gets a little darker, we'll put one on.
Yeah.
Is it the bracelet one or what?
I don't think. No idea. They came.
You got there, bud? Candy? Okay, I'll be in the van.
I'm gonna give something to you.
You're gonna give some to me? Oh, thanks. Here, going flat out in the workshop, guys. Absolutely as fine-tuned a production as is available in my shop right now, getting ready for the Christmas batch. But I just had a surprise package come in. Actually, I knew it was coming. Did not think it would be here this quick. Did not expect it to show up this morning, certainly. I was just working away here in the knife shop, and my dad carries in this package. I thought it might have been supplies or something for the knife shop, or for the auto shop, because on the other side of that door you're seeing right there, we have the auto shop. We're just diving into winter tire season here now. Woke up to some snow this morning, so you're going to get this big rush of people getting their vehicles ready now and stuff going on. But I've got this package here to open, so it's worth touching up the knives here so we can open it properly. But I've been meaning to do this little aside video now for a little while and talk about EDC knives, because some of you have picked up on that I've been using a new EDC knife. It just might be the best EDC knife of all time. I should define terms here quickly. EDC stands for everyday carry. I've been carrying an EDC knife now for quite a few years. Really since I was a boy, but never like 100% without faltering. You know, I'd often in a backpack, often in a woods bag, that type of thing. It wasn't essential when you get up in the morning, but it has been for the last probably 15 years where I do not put on pants in the morning without putting a knife in my pocket. And I've had a number of different knives go through this. I carried the Benchmade 940 Osborne for quite a long time, and I called that the world's finest EDC knife for a long time, and I loved it. This knife, the Delica 4, I have carried, I don't know how many days you could chalk this knife up to, riding in my pants pocket. Just so much time, and I would have called this the world's finest EDC for a long time, and I just love it. Isn't that an incredible knife? It's pretty well the right size. It's got all the right shape. I get it that some of you classic users, Ray, a friend you used to see on the channel a little bit, carries like a Buck 110 and some of the Buck knives, and you like something more a little eclectic looking. And these I get a little freaky looking. They don't look like your traditional knives. But for my use, I'm looking for utility. I want it to have all the right feel, fit, and handling, and not as concerned with all the class and stuff when it comes to my EDC like this. And so that's why I really love the Spydercos. They're almost weightless. They're not big chunky knives. They're not thick. They're ultra thin, super light. The clips are just great for me. Big lock back fan, all kinds of traction. Love it. Well, I had friend Chris, a friend / client, contact me for a custom knife build a little while ago. We got to talking about knife collecting, and he's got a huge collection of custom knives and manufacturer folding knives and different things. And he says, let me know what's a knife that you'd love to have, out of the kindness of his heart. Now, I didn't know at this point that this is what he was getting at, but I said, I have always wanted the Dragonfly because I'm such a big fan of the Spydercos, and it seems like the smaller they get, the better I like them. And the Dragonfly I've been looking at for years. I think I first seen it from Nut and Fancy. You guys remember Nut and Fancy? I was watching Nut and Fancy in his heyday. He's really dwindled out now, but I always wanted a Dragonfly. And so Chris sent me a brand new Spyderco Dragonfly. And this thing I have carried now for probably a year straight. almost exclusively. This thing rides in my pocket every day. Comes to church with me on Sundays, everything, and it is so good. This knife is almost weightless. Like it's the weight of like a toy. It's so light, but it's so strong. It has all the Spyderco build quality. Has all the Spyderco traction. It feels even a little better in this position than my Delica. Pocket clip, probably, although not gone on the look of this style of clip, it's probably even a little better in function than the style of clip on the Delica. Rides a little deeper. This is the K390 steel version. This is the VG10 here. Love both. Both are great. We don't get caught up too much in the steel discussion. But this is just a phenomenal knife. The Delica itself is a fairly small EDC, guys. But when you can compare it to the Dragonfly, it just dwarfs the Dragonfly. And a lot of you guys are big knife guys. I get that. And there definitely is a use for a bigger knife. But I would argue very minimal. A knife like this in an EDC capacity is ideal. Much more suitable. You've got a small amount of edge to sharpen and maintain, so it's really easy to maintain. Ultra fine tip. You're not going to be using this thing as a screwdriver or a pry bar, but an ultra fine tip for delicate tasks, which in an EDC capacity is what you're going to be doing a lot of times. Super fine edge for envelopes or a desk person. Really nice. Works really nice as a utility knife here on the workbench. I use it constantly in that way, and it's small enough that you can hold it like a utility knife. And then on top of that, it's so small and light because I've gotten so tired of carrying all the bulk in my pocket. It's so small and light. When I go to church on Sundays, it goes inside my my sports coat, my blazer, my jacket, whatever you want to call it, my suit jacket. In like your kerchief pocket on the inside, your pen pocket goes in there with my pen. It's just phenomenal. Now, if you really want to bump this up, because for a knife in an EDC capacity, this is phenomenal. But like I said, you're not going to be using this to pry open paint cans and things like that. It's too small. Pair it with this Superstar right here, a Leatherman Juice. Again, no, they're nothing fancy fine from back in the day, but I've carried this exclusively now for years in like my change pocket, or used to be called a watch pocket. But you have just a beautifully precise pair of pliers, wire cutters here. Whole other discussion. I have a backup knife, and if I was going to pry open a paint can or something, I would be using this little blade or the pliers on the front. So if you're looking for a gift for a special someone for Christmas, or you're not sure what to ask for from your wife or your girlfriend for Christmas, first I would recommend a K&Knives product, of course. This would be a really cool second. Spyderco Dragonfly, just really awesome. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if it's your first time here. Chris, buddy, thank you so much for what has become my favorite carry knife. This is a package from